Many called the Southern Plains drought of 2011 a 100-year drought. According to the Texas AgriLife Extension, the total price tag of last year's dry weather hit $7.6 billion. In row crops, cotton took the biggest loss, totaling more than $2 billion alone. AgDay's national reporter Tyne Morgan takes us to one area where farmers are dusting off the disaster, planting seed, and hoping for a better year.
It's hot, it's dry, and it's windy. Today on AgDay, we're going to show you the challenges of farming in this area. Welcome to the Panhandle of Texas. The picture to many seems dreary. Each round on a tractor kicks up a miniature dust storm, and every drop of water from a pivot provides a taste of a precious resource that could soon diminish. In years like 2011, it's a reminder that farming has to be a passion, especially when Mother Nature sets you up to fail.
In 2011, I received less than 3 inches of rainfall here at this location.
Everything we can normally overcome with irrigation was negated on most fields.
Crownover was forced to abandon about 10% of his acres, which he says wasn't easy. But 10% is a better bargain than most farmers in the Panhandle received last year.
I hope that this is not the new normal, or there's a big area here in trouble if it is.
Even though some farmers in the Panhandle have received a little rain in the past month, they say it will take a lot more to recharge soil moisture.
People go out and they dig in the first foot or so and you see a little bit of moisture, but under that it's completely dry.
The Ogallala Aquifer supplies water to 8 states from South Dakota to the Texas Panhandle. The aquifer is the main source of irrigation for these farmers, and many fear the aquifer's water levels are so low it's beyond restoration.
As far as the aquifer ever getting back to where it was before the drought, it will never get there. This aquifer is just not recharging.
Farmers in this area have learned the key to survival is to not give up and make business changes this year in order to carry on their family's legacy for years to come.
We've cut probably 10% of our corn acres to cotton, and then also with sorghum seed acres being up this year, that's been a blessing also for us.
Definitely made it where we are unable to grow any corn. A lot of guys try to, but we don't. Most of what we grow is sorghum silage for our dairy and cattle operation.
It's not just what farmers are growing, but how they are growing crops. When rain does come, farmers savor every drop. Olson says strip till sets up his fields to soak in the water instead of losing the valuable resource from runoff.
The root system really takes off and grows deep, and that's one of our biggest things that we try to do is really watch what's going on under the ground.
We're changing over our nozzles to hopefully be more efficient, where we're not going to have the misting, the residue, the way we're handling residue, to be more conservative with water. When we pre-water, we try to do it in February where there's less evaporation.
This grows in importance as more water restrictions come into play.
We're good stewards, and nobody really likes to be told what to do. So there's some people that it's become a very emotional topic for them.
As far as any water restrictions this year, there's not any just yet. There's talk, there's different stories about what you're allowed to do, but nothing so far.
But Kleeman says when you're already running out of water, it may be too late. Years like 2011 make farmers wonder how long the water will even last. And even though the drought is still fresh in everyone's minds, last year provided a hard lesson that can't be taught in any classroom.
If you didn't take anything out of 2011, it's what not to do.
Tomorrow on AgDay, we're going to talk cattle, especially cattle in Texas, where the drought and also the dry weather continues to hurt their herds.